Hi guys, welcome to this tutorial. These three animations we are going to cover today in separate parts, and they're the three animations that I frequently get asked about with game characters. One being the jump cycle, one the run cycle or walk cycle, and the other is a simple idle animation. I'm just going to show you some techniques to make this really quick. Okay, so I'm in 3D Studio Max. I'm going to make this rig available on the channel. And I've got the nice little ball rig just sat here, and he's ready to go with a blank slate. So we're going to go ahead and give him a nice quick run animation. Now, the run animation that I showed in the beginning, I didn't actually animate this. I didn't want to sit there for hours and hours, you know, getting the steps right, and you can procrastinate over things. I just chucked a procedural walk run cycle on him. So this is what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is select the triangle. Or any of the balls. If you look at this rig, he is comprised of a nice little helper there. He's got some bones, he has got some knee helpers as well, which we don't really need. And we've got some IK handles at the bottom, while also we have the big helper triangle. So we're going to grab the triangle. I'm going to hit ABS and go down to the bottom to cat motion. I'm going to hit the red button, and we're going to see that it's playing some really weird kind of animation. First and foremost, I know that my animation is going to be around about 20 frames, so I'm just going to alter my timeline to 20 frames. So we're just going to go down here to the little cog, time configuration, and just change it from 60 to 20. Okay, now I'm going to just press play, and I'm just going to open the green paw print, which is the cat motion properties. The first thing I'm going to do is go to cat motion presets. I'm going to open two legs. I'm just going to load up the character run, and this is a default algorithm just to simulate running to its closest approximation. Okay, now that's not bad, but I can see a few things that's wrong with that. For a start, his if we just slow him down a little bit, his stride length, if you take a look, his IK handle on his feet go well further than his actual foot will actually go. His leg will extend, so we know his stride length is far too long. So if we go into the globals, and we can see this. First and foremost, I'm going to change the cat motion range to 20, and the step time is 20, and then I'm going to look at his stride length. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to play it, I'm going to say his stride length needs to be probably half of that, so I'm going to go 250. Okay, that's not bad. It may be a little bit short, it's more like a slight jog, so let's try 300. Yeah, that's alright. Now if you see that his IK handles are coming away from him, then you've got problems, but other than that, it's not actually that bad. So I'm gonna stay with that. Now just touch on a few things. We can change the direction that he is running if we want. For strafes and things, we can change the gradient if he's running up an hill or downhill. We can have him run on the line, or we can attach him to a path node, and he can run anywhere we want him to run. I'm just going to do it on the spot now, since this is game stuff. And we're just going to go into limb phases. Now, he doesn't really have arms, so his limb phases probably don't matter at this point. But if you did have arms, your left and right arm would be in here, and you'd see that the right arm would go in the same kind of pattern as the left leg, and vice versa. We don't really need to alter that for this. So we're going to go into his pelvis group. Now I've named it pelvis, so and this is why it's really important to name your bones when you're rigging things. I'm going to go into his leg group as well, and we have access to a lot of stuff in here. I'm just going to look at his pelvis at the minute. I'm pretty happy with his legs already. I'm not going to touch his legs. So if we look, we can access how much it twists, it rolls, it lifts, it pitches, and we can change orientation and position of these things. And these are things like this. So this is like statically changing things like this. So if we've got like a zombie and he's bent over or something like that, I'm not going to bother with that because he is a ball, but I am going to look at how much he's kind of bobbing up and down. I want him a little bit a little bit kind of more static. So I'm going to go to lift, and I'm just going to scale that down a little bit. There we go. You can see he's really, now he's a little bit too static, so we're going to scale it up. We do want him bobbing a little bit, but not too much. Okay, not bad. I'm going to go to his position. I'm just going to pause that. I like doing these offset position rotations with it paused, just so I can see what's going on. I'm going to go into his Z and just see what I can change in there. No, let's try his Y. So basically I'm just looking for something quite funny that I don't need to take serious. We could go like forward a little bit like this, so in the Y, just so he's kind of, it looks like he's sprinting. And maybe his rotation, we could rotate this kind of maybe like that, so he's head first. Okay, he's not got a head though, so it doesn't really matter. And once we've got that, we're ready to go, so we can shut that down. And I'm just going to rename this run cycle and underscore 20. Now the 20 is significant for the number of frames, and that becomes really important when we start to export things. So there's the run cycle, very, very quick, very easy, and we can put that straight into Unreal. We could also do a walk cycle from that. It's up to you to experiment and see what you get.